Biologists classify all living things in this planet into three large groups called domains: the domain bacteria, the domain archaea, and the domain eukarya. Organisms belonging to each of these domains share the same type of cells. In the domain eukarya, we encounter living things like plants, animals, fungi, protists called algae and protozoans. Every one of these types of living things are made of eukaryotic cells. Whether these organisms are made of single cells, like some of the algae or the protozoans, or whether they're made of many cells, like plants, fungi, some of the algae, and animals. In every case, we will find eukaryotic cells making up organisms in the eukaryotic domain. In the domain bacteria, we only encounter one type of living thing, which we call a bacteria. Bacteria are single-cell organisms. The cells that make up bacteria are called prokaryotic cells. In the domain archaea, we also find only one type of living thing, unicellular organisms, which also have prokaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells of the domain archaea and the prokaryotic cells found in the domain bacteria are chemically different. In the microbial world, we have representatives of each of the domains. All of the members of the domain archaea are considered microorganisms, as are every single representative of the domain bacteria. So all bacteria and all archaea are microorganisms. On the other hand, in the domain eukarya, we consider microorganisms the fungi, the algae, the protozoans, and some of the animals, parasitic worms called helminths. Again, in the microbial world, we have representatives of each domain. All of the members of the domain bacteria are considered microorganisms. All the members of the domain archaea are considered microorganisms as well. Both members of the domain bacteria and members of the domain archaea are made of prokaryotic cells, and both are unicellular organisms. Some members of the domain eukarya are considered microorganisms. The algae, the protozoans, both of which belong to a group called the protists, the fungi, and some animals called helminths or parasitic worms. All of these belong to the domain eukarya. All all of these organisms, members of the domain Eukarya, have eukaryotic cells.